Hey, this is Robbie from Southern California, and I fixed my problem. As you know, last week I wanted to put this water fountain out with the hummingbirds, and look at this. The house finches are still watching it, and they were guarding it. Well, I fixed it, and now the hummingbirds can come in. I didn't really fix it. They did. They figured out when they're there and when they're not there, so the hummingbirds have been pouring in to this adorable Halloween fountain, which is going to be also good for just autumn and Thanksgiving because I can just flip it around. But we'll talk about that later. Look at this. They haven't stopped coming in, and you don't need a whole lot of supplies. So let's get right into how to make this because I want you to make one too. A funnel. And you know what? If you don't have a funnel, you can use a bowl. But this is just a cheap old funnel, and I buy a lot of these jumbo straws. You can get them everywhere. Walmart, Target, grocery stores. Everybody's got them. In fact, you might be able to go to a coffee shop and pick one up there. Now I'm going to use 2 straws for this water fountain. One straw is going to be a counterbalance just to kind of hold my straw in place. And the other one is going to go straight down the middle. Now, of course, if you wanted to go to the hardware store, you could pick up tubing for your fountain because we are going to need either a solar fountain or one of those USB fountains, whatever you want to use. You make it in which it will work for you and easier for you. So I made a hole in the black straw using my soldering iron since it's going to be camouflaged from the black funnel. And I'm just tying the orange straw to it. See what I'm doing here? So I'm kind of making an X, and it's going to sit in there and it won't float back and forth. It's going to sit there really snug. Look at that. And of course we can adjust it once we get it outside ready to set up. Is that not cool? And that will snap on to the bottom of the solar fountain. Isn't that cool? The pump itself. Now, the other thing is, I'm going to have to make it fit. So I cut extra pieces and I put that on, and that will make it tighter on the fountain. Every fountain could be slightly different. So you may have to make it a little bigger, you may have to make it a little smaller, or it may fit perfect. And you know I've got tons of videos on how to fix it. By cutting those pieces of straws and slitting them up, they will slip onto the straw itself and build the straw to make it thicker. So it will hold on to the pump. We'll get more into that in a few minutes. Now I'm turning on my flash fish power station, so I don't have to bend down on the ground or on the floor there to plug in my soldering iron. I can just flick it on. I use it all over. It's great for emergencies. I'm taking the handle off this pumpkin. Now this pumpkin came from Walmart, but you can buy these buckets anywhere. It's a nice bucket. It has no holes on the bottom, but of course it's seasonal. So if you can't find the pumpkin, use anything you want. We're actually basically done. What you saw was it, but we're going to cut out where the funnel is going to sit. See how it lifts up? Well, my soldering iron's going to just make a perfect hole. That's going to be great because it's not going to move and it's going to be snug. Watch how we do it. The soldering iron is my go-to tool all over the garden, whether I'm crafting something or working in the garden. It has been wonderful, and that's why I bought the Flash Fish power station. And I don't even have to recharge it that much. And I can use all my tools anywhere I want. Outside, inside, doesn't matter if there's an outlet. And see what I'm doing? I'm cutting through the plastic with my hot soldering iron. And I'll tell you, it's really good to have a Malmac dish there because they don't melt. They need 800 degrees. So it's good to sit your tools on there, especially the hot tools. Now I'm checking it over. Everything looks like it's going to be great. I think the straw is going to be long enough. I thought I was going to need a longer one. Now this is a fidget toy or a poppet. I got this at Dollar Tree. You can get them a lot of different places, and they come round, square, and well, I picked up a square one, but you can pick up a round one. So we're going to have to take this apart. The hummingbirds love this. It's soft on their feet. They enjoy standing on it. Okay, we got that part out. That worked out good. Now the straw isn't fitting. So I'm going to have to, well, I could burn it, but I'll tell you something. I have found it's easier to take a scissors and do a slight cut into it. We're stretching the plastic just by making little nicks in it, if you can see what I'm doing. And this way, if all works out, the straw will slip right in there, like elastic around the straw. Let's see if it works. If not, we'll do more. Perfect. This is exactly what we want. So now I can put that on the top, and this will give a pedestal for the hummingbirds to come land on. So we're going to drop that back in. We're going to wash everything up good. I was quick. It's all washed. Everything you do for the birds outside, make sure before you put it out, put water in there, you give it a good wash, just soap and water like you would a dish. Now everything is back together. And I'm going to use a solar fountain kit with this one, but we can use the USB fountain. We could use whatever we want. I'll probably swap it out later so it will run on a sunny day or a cloudy day. Now I'm going to cut some pieces of the straw like I showed you before, and I'm slitting. I'm going to show you again how we do it. This builds the straw and makes it thicker since it's too loose to go on the fountain pump. It would just slip right off. So now I'm going to put two pieces. See how they kind of strap onto each other? And once I push the straw on, it will be really tight. So sometimes you need one piece, two pieces, three pieces, but you want it to be tight so you can lift the pump and everything up in one piece. And that's what my goal is. You can use painter's tape if you want, but I generally do it this way and it works really good. Push it on, kind of twist it slowly. And like I said, the straws are cheap if you break it, but they're not going to break. There it is. Look at that. I'm just making sure it's really snug. I'm using my pliers. I don't usually use it that way. But now it's pushed on tight, and that's my goal on this. And I'm not doing any cutting yet because we want to drop it in there. If the straw needs to be cut, I'll cut it later. Let's see. See how the whole thing is tight now? I can just pick up the whole unit. I think it's good. I think this is the way. I might trim it. Let's see. Let's get the black straw pushed in. See how the black straw is going to hold it? It won't be rocking back and forth if a hummingbird or a bigger bird lands on it. There it is. I think it looks really cool. What do we need? A bucket, a funnel, a couple straws, and then this poppet. But if you don't have a poppet, you can use a lid from some sort of plastic jar or something. Use that instead. This is going to be so fun. They love landing on that. Sometimes they land on top of the straw. Now, I did pick up some of these glass stones from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put that around as well. It'll give it a little weight, and it might hold the straw better, though I don't think the straw is going anywhere anyways. And it looks nice, and if a bird wants to, they can get inside and take a bath, so the water's not that deep. If you find the water isn't running right, you can always make holes in the funnel. Right now, the hole on the bottom, the spout, was big enough, so I didn't make any holes. But if your spout isn't that big, take the soldering iron and make some holes in the base of the funnel as well. You really can't have too many holes, but you can have too less. It could overflow if you don't have enough drainage. Now we're going to fill it up. And you know, the sun is coming through the window. Let's see if the solar panel gets enough. Oh, it does. Oh my goodness. This is so cute for the holidays. Oh my goodness. And so cheap and easy to make. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to get it outside. Oh my. I'm always so crazy about these fountains. Okay, let's get it out. Let's see who comes to it. So I never know where I'm going to put it, but this one I'm putting out my kitchen window where I can enjoy all the hummingbirds and other birds that come here. And I think it looks really cute there. And of course, the house finches, as I told you, had taken it over, but the hummingbirds did end up coming. What I'm a little concerned about is I've got an acorn woodpecker that's been sitting up there, and he's awful wet. So I hope he doesn't start driving all the hummingbirds away. But you know what? It would be a nice sight. But they found it, and I've got so much footage, I can't put it on here. We'll be here for an hour. They have been coming to it now very happily. They love sitting on the poppet, that toy, because it's such a soft rubber, and it's just one of their favorites. And the little divots hold water as well, so they can kind of rub and scrub on there. It's been really a nice addition to the deck. And they've been coming in twos. Yes! Can you believe that? I mean, I can't ask for anything more on that little tiny toy on the top. Two of them have been taking a bath. Oh, they do quarrel off and on. But they end up coming back and bathing. But I already have my next one in my head, and that should be coming out within the next couple weeks because I know another design I'm going to use these pumpkins for. So if you're looking for a pumpkin, specifically this time of the year to do something, do grab it now because after Halloween, they disappear. But remember, you could use any bucket, any vessel of your choice. You may have a beautiful round bowl or vase that you want to use. You could do the same thing. But for the holidays, I want to look out that window and I want to see the hummingbirds bathing on a pumpkin. I think it's so colorful and so cute. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and tell me what you think because I love reading through the comments, and you know what? Your comments make me keep going. It literally builds my energy, and I'm hoping I'm giving you ideas because I'm not trying to tell you how to do it. I'm trying to suggest how maybe you can get ideas from me and take it away and do your own thing. But if you want to do it exactly this way, go for it. So with that, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to eat what you grow, and you will see another pumpkin one coming out probably pretty soon. Bye-bye. Okay, this is very difficult because when I'm watching them take a bath, I really don't want to leave until they leave. They're just too cute to watch.